Hey everyone, I'm Kelly and this is my channel Kel's Stitches. This is a place where I talk about my addiction to cross stitching and accumulating all the haul that goes with it. Alright, so today is March the 25th, 2024 and this is Flosstube number 43. I would just like to say welcome and hello to any new subscribers that I might have picked up in the last few weeks since my last video. I hope you continue to enjoy my content, and thank you to any returning subscribers or viewers. It is very, very much appreciated. I know there's a lot of us Flosstubers out there, and for you to take the time to watch my video whenever I put one up is greatly appreciated, and you guys all know that. So this little guy here will have some significance at the end of the video that I will explain, so just keep an eye out for him popping up here and there through this whole shenanigans that will happen in the next 45 to probably an hour time slot. I will explain everything about him in the at the end of the video and what his significance will be. Alright guys, so let's just get straight into it. I will show you what I have worked on in the last fortnight or so. So the first one that I did work on was this one called Farm Animals. Now it is a Doreen Jones cross stitch design. I got this from her Etsy store. I love this, it's so cute. I don't know how I'm going to finish it yet, but it is super cute. That is what it'll look like when it is completed. Let me find it in here. Where are you? There it is. I will put up a picture of where it was before, and this is where it's up to now. So I have filled in all this green grass and started in on these sunflowers down the bottom there. It stitches up quite easily and quite quickly, but it is also very stitch intensive. So that is the bottom of the pattern. That is the border of the pattern down there. So once I finish off this section, then I'll just move up and finish off that bit, and then I'll go to either side. Now, I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1,300 stitches into it. And it is just being stitched on a scrap bit of 16 count Ada that I dyed myself. I was going to just do it on white fabric, and then I thought that the white animals would get lost and I'd have to do a lot of back stitching to make them pop, so I just coffee dyed. That's what this one is, little coffee dyed this fabric. So yeah, that is looking really good. I do love, as I said, I do love that one. It is super cute, super easy to work on. There is a little bit of back stitching and stuff on the butterflies and the tail of the pig and all that sort of stuff, but there's not too much back stitching. None of the animals have eyes, so I don't know if I should go and add some beads, but then I think it might look a little bit weird and funky if I done that, so maybe not. That probably wouldn't be such a good idea. Make them look like little alien animals. Alright, next one that I worked on was this one. It is Shaped Wolf. The artwork is by Greg Giordano, and the chart is by Heaven and Earth Designs. So that is what it will look like when it is completed, probably 20 years down the track. But anyway, I will put up a picture of where it was. I can't even remember where it was last time, so. And this is where it is up to. So as you can see, I've moved down into this page and started stitching in here. I am just concentrating up in this corner at the moment and just picking the first symbol that I come across and just moving on with it. And then I'll get that dream catcher done and then obviously move down into the rest of it. It is looking really good. This is being stitched on 18 count Aida that I dyed myself in a terracotta colour, because this pattern has no background, so I wanted it on a nice on a coloured fabric, so when I either frame it or finish it, however I will, it is not just on white. And I worked on this for 2 days and I got 1,100 stitches into it. Like, it looks like, I mean, 1,100 stitches is a lot, but then when you look at it, you sort of go, not making much progress on it, but there's a bit there. So I'm loving this one as well. I mean, I love all my projects, don't we all? Otherwise we wouldn't be stitching them. Right. The next one that I worked on was this one, which is Daydream Sea Turtles. It is artwork by Sheena Pike and it's charted by Charting Creations. That is what it will look like when it is finished. I am working up here in this section here. Once I get that done, I will move across, I think. Or should I go up to the top? I was going to go across and finish off this middle, like that middle row in there of pages, but I'm wondering if I should just go upwards, reach the top, and then just work across and work my way down like that. I think that might be the way that I'll do it. Right. So that is where it was, and this is where I'm up to. Nearly finished that page. I'm only like 50 or 100 stitches off finishing that page, but I just did not have it in me to do it. I was so tired. Yeah, so these colours are gorgeous. These flowers and that are in here, absolutely gorgeous. Love them. So I worked on this one for 2 days and I only got 400 stitches into it. I think that was 200 stitches each day. I don't know what was going on with me over those 2 days. I think I got home late from work, and by the time you do everything, have a shower, have dinner and all that sort of stuff, I was just so super tired, but I managed to get 200 stitches in each day, which is 400 less stitches than I have to do, or than what was in there before. But yeah, those colours of those flowers are absolutely gorgeous. Alright. Oh, I think I know what was wrong. I was getting sick. I'm just on the tail end of a change of season, cold. We went from super hot weather. I'm talking like high 30s degrees Celsius weather, and it just changed drastically, and we've just had days of 24, 23 degrees, and it's been windy and cold of a night and raining for the last few days too. So I think that's why I didn't stitch as much on that one. That one is also just being stitched on 16 count white Aida. Yeah, I think that's why I didn't stitch on that one as much, because I was starting to get sick. All right, the next one that I worked on was this one, called Moonrise Song. This is the large version, and it is by Abraham Hunter, and the artwork is by Abraham Hunter, and the chart is done by Artisy Cross Stitch. That is what it will look like when it is done. I have moved my way up to the very top of the pattern here. Which one are we after? That one. You'd think by now that I'd know which projects were in which bags. Some I do, some I don't. Like the turtle one is pretty obvious because it is in a Sea Life bag, but some of them are a little bit harder to figure out. Rightio, wrangle this fabric. I'll put in a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm up to. So as you can see, I have finished off this page here. That is not that isn't missed stitches, that is white stitches in there for some reason. I did check the pattern and it is correct. They are correct, but they just kind of look weird. I'm wondering if it's meant to be snowflakes coming down, because I think it does have, yeah, it does look like that there is meant to be like snow falling, so I think that's what it's meant to be. I'll just keep stitching. I will trust the pattern. I haven't had a bad Artisy pattern yet, so I will trust the pattern and see how it goes. If it still looks really weird, I might just pick one of these blues here and just go over them. I won't unpick them. I will just go over them with a different colour. But yeah, so that is the very top of the, yes it is, very top of the pattern. So, and I have moved over into this page. Now, I worked on this one for 2 days and I got 1100 stitches into it, which was quite easy because I did only have 2 or 3 colours left once I finished the others, and then I left the most colour to last. It's banging and crashing out here. I do know that we're meant to be getting the electricity meter reader coming around today sometime, so if we hear a big bang and crash, that's probably him, because the meter is just outside my bedroom window here. So yeah, that's looking really good. I'm loving, oh, you can't really see that because it's all folded up, but yeah, loving this one. It was the colours of this one that attracted me to it, and wolves, of course. But as usual, the cover photo never does the actual stitching or the finished project any justice. Like, you often look at the cover photo and go, oh yeah, that looks alright, and then once you stitch it, it's amazing. All the details starts coming out in them. And I've got an itchy nose. Just let me take a drink so I don't start coughing. All right. We are are nearly done with all my stitching that I got done, so I'm speeding through this. Next one is this one. It is called Spirit Guides. The artwork is by Laurie Prindle and the chart is by Pain Free Crafts. That is what it will look like, and I was working in here in the cheek and the muzzle of the horse. And so you would think that I would have it in a horsey one, but I don't. I have it in a I have it in a animal one. Yep. Sorry if you heard my belly going, then I have had breakfast. The belly is deciding that it wants to make some noises. I'll put a picture of what it was, and this is where I'm up to with it. So slowly filling in those blank bits down here. Once again, when I work in a page, I just go off the I just start in the corner nearest to the other page that I'd finished, and I just work along, and each 10 by 10 square I just pick the next symbol and work the whole page with that symbol. Once that 10 by 10 square's finished, I either decide to go to the side or go up. Just depends on what I feel like, but that is how I work it. So this one is, I worked on this one for 2 days and I got 900 stitches into it. And it is just being stitched on 16 count, 18 count, 18 count 8. But yeah, it is looking really good. Loving this. You can see the pattern on the horse's cheek starting to come in, and his little chinny chin there, and the reins. But yeah, I really do love this pattern. I just need more time to stitch on them all. Well, don't we all? We all need more time. Bloody work. If I didn't have to work, I could stitch all the time. But I gotta work to earn money to spend for more stuff. Alright, so the next one that I worked on was this Tiger Lily. Also artwork by Laurie Prindle, and it is also charted by Pain Free Crafts. This is one of the kits that I got with my Crystal Club voucher. And it is also a sal that I am doing with, I'm so sorry, I forgot your name. It'll come to, you know, as soon as I finish, it will come to me. But yeah, this is a sal that we were doing. We started it on the 15th. The 15th of January. I haven't posted on Instagram with it yet. I am really shit at posting on Instagram. I go really well posting for a while and then I just drop off. I really got to get back to posting. What I probably should do is post a cover photo and then my stitching after every session that I stitch on it. That would probably be a good idea. Let's see if I can stick to it. So that is what it will look like. And I have this in a monkey bag, gorilla bag. It does have tigers on it, so it's not completely out there. Completely different to the actual subject matter that is the pattern. I'm losing all my shit. Alright, I'll put a picture of where it was, and this is where I'm up to. So as you can see, oh, the light just went really weird. As you can see, I am working in his face. I'm starting to get his little nose done. And just working in the rest of his, this is all his face around here, all the white, yes, all these little rough, little maney around his face here, and his whiskers, and his little smiling teeth. So that is, and oh, stop doing that light. So that is, yeah, it is looking really good. I'm loving it. And that is the needle minder that came with my kit. Oh, really not, I can't think of my words. And no, Alara and Kat, I have not been drinking, even though, despite the conversation we had this morning at 8 o'clock about margaritas, I have not been drinking. So there is, yeah, that's the progress that I've got on it. I stitched on this for 2 days and I got 1,100 stitches done in it. Moving along with him. Pain Free Crafts pages are very little. It's so tiny. As you see, that's actually 2 pages there. So even though you look at the pattern, you go, crikey, you've got, it looks like you've got 220 pages. They're tiny. If it was a Haid pattern, it'd be like 80 pages, because Haid patterns are about 3 times the size of Pain Free Crafts. But I like the tiny pages because each one, I feel, is a mini finish. And that is being stitched on 18 count Ada that came in the kit, that I ordered with the kit. All right, next one, last one that I stitched on was this Quaker sampler by Happy Mood Point. They are a store on Etsy. They are no longer called Happy Mood Point, and I can't remember what they're actually changed their name to, but if you put in Happy Mood Point, they will still come up. So I am doing this in all not Etoile, Petite Treasure braids. That's what I'm doing them in. I am doing this in all Christmas color Petite Treasure braids, so red, green, blue, gold, silver, as like little Christmas ornaments, hanging ornaments, and I am only down to this one here, and I'm going to have to order more Petite Treasure braids because I am running out. And not that I'm doing all of the motifs in the Petite Treasure braid. I will be beading some of the motifs, but I am going to have to, I think, buy some more of each. I had to buy another blue one because I ran out of it. That's all I've got left of the gold, so I'm going to have to get another one of those. I think I'm just going to have to go and buy another card of each of the colours that I'm using. Maybe even throw in a couple of extra colours. I don't know, an orange or something like that. I will have a look and see. But where I'm up to, where I was, and this is where I'm up to. So as you can see, I have finished off this red and filled in here. I could have finished off that motif last night, but it was 11 o'clock and I wanted to go to bed. So I've got like 14 stitches left to finish off that big motif. And it's not a huge project. but it is going to take time. I'm loving it, but I'm not loving it, if you know what I mean. It's sort of one that if I stitch on, I stitch on. If I don't, I don't. It's not a big deal. And if I don't get many stitches into it, it is also not a big deal. But yeah, that is where I'm up to with it. And this one was being done with as a sal with Nicole from North Island Stitcher. She started this as a sal. Sorry guys, I felt that tickle coming on and I thought I could stop it. So yeah, this was being done as a sal. I don't know where she's up with hers. And Judy, an Aussie in a Kiwi world, was also doing a Happy Mood Point sampler for that same sal, and I don't know where she's up to with it either. I know Nicole is busy designing charts, and Judy has so many projects that I don't know if she's got to it in her rotation yet, but that is, yeah. And that is being done on 16 count Ada that I just dyed a very, very pale blue, as I didn't want plain white. Stitched on that for one day, which was last night, and got 700 stitches into that. So all up, just give me a second because I haven't actually added these up. All up, I've done 6,600 stitches for the fortnight, which is not too bad going. Where did I put my pencil? Oh, there it is. So 6,600. And I only missed one day, which was Saturday night, because we had a wedding for work. And I had to obviously work it. Alright, so that is all the stitching that I have done. And over the last fortnight, another drink. I'm trying to get rid of this tickle that's come up in my throat, because otherwise I'll start hacking my guts up. And no one needs to hear that. Alright. So, we are going to add these up. Which one's this? These are the smalls. I have made a mistake on this one that everyone gladly told me about, which, thank you very much, because my mathematics skills are not quite up to scratch, and I knew I was going to make a mistake somewhere, and I just stuttered my words. Did you catch that? Oh, now I've got to remember which one it was. This one. It was this one that I made the mistake on, the Modern Folk Embroidery. So I wrote it down as 2,200 when it was actually 2,100. I wasn't trying to cheat. I was just kind of, if my life depended on it. Right. So now that I've fixed that, we can get into adding on this fortnight's, which is only for this one and this one. So, Happy Mood Point Quaker was 700, and that is 1,400. Please yell at me if I do make a mistake, because I don't want to look like a dickhead at the end of it and have the wrong numbers. And then farm animals. What did I get on this? 1,300. There's a tickle in the throat again. Which, that should bring me to 2,900. There we go. So all of them are at least over 1,000 stitches to get to the 5,000 each for the year. Sans Lucy would probably have more, but there was, I'm gonna have to write, now I've got the hiccups, oh my god. Gonna have to write that name back on, I think. But Sans Lucy would have more, only that I ran into a lot of back stitching on my last stitch session with it, and I don't really count back stitching because that's a pain in the ass. But yeah, they're all got a decent amount of stitches on those. So I'll just put that one back down there. And we bring this one around for these ones. Now, I'll just go down the list because I will confuse myself really easily otherwise. So we have shaped wolf with 1,100. We have, maybe I should add that up now, otherwise I'll forget. That brings that one to 2,100. Then we have turtles, Daydream Sea Turtles. Got 400 into that. Now, you might look at these numbers for the sea turtles and go, oh, well, you obviously don't like that one too much. I do, I love it, but I don't know, it's a little bit hard going, the stitching on it. Even with me washing the Ada and softening it up, it's a little bit hard going. I don't know, I just can't get into it and get the numbers that I do on these other projects, but I will get there. As I said, I do love the project. It's just a little hard going. I don't know if it's because it does have a lot of confetti in around the turtles, like the changing of the colors and all that constantly because of the mottling and stuff on the turtles, but it's all good. We'll get there. If I can't get the 10,000 on it, it doesn't really matter. It's nothing major happening there. Wolves, Moonrise Song is 1,100, which makes that 2,000. Then we have Spirit Guards is 900, and I can see the light in the out of the corner of my eye going funny. That brings that to 1,900. Then we have Tiger Lily, which is 1,100. Brings that one to an even 2,000. So, oh, yes I did. I had just drawn myself. Alright, so that brings most of them close to the 2,000 mark, except for this one here, obviously. But yeah, that is my numbers so far on those 10 projects. Kicking along there. I will, I think if I finish, I was saying, put that back on there. I was saying that if I finished any of the smaller projects before, now I'm knocking my knees off. If I finished any of the smaller projects before within the first 6 months, that I would swap it out for another one. But we are already at the end of March. We are heading into April. So that gives me 3 months to, the only one that I might be able to get done in that time is the farm animals or the Dimensions Oh Great Spirit one. They might be the only two that I can get finished in the next 3 months. And I was saying that I would sub in another project if I did get them finished. But what I'm thinking now is that I won't sub in another project. I will just use the extra days that I would have stitched on those. I would just use them for one of my full coverage projects to get to my 10,000 stitches in those. Now I'm trying to think. I have no haul, or do I? No, I don't. I don't think I bought any patterns or anything in the last 2 weeks. Haven't got any fabrics or any floss or anything like that. I did go through last Monday, and I started to sort out my kitted and fully kitted projects and in the process of being kitted projects into the 2 big roller containers that I've got. Well, wasn't that fun? So I done the fully kitted ones first. I have 45 fully kitted projects, most of those being full coverage. Anyway, here I am trying to put them or sort them all into alphabetical order, and I had them scattered all over the floor. And yeah, then I'm trying to put them back into this 90-litre roller container, and I'm stacking them in. I'm going, nah, it's not going to work that way, so I'm trying to stack them a different way. And the partner says to me, and they're not all going to fit back in there, you know. And I was like, yeah, well, you watch me. Here I am shoving these kits back into this container, and they're like this high above the rim of it. So I went and sat on it, and I'm bouncing up and down trying to squash all these kits back in there with the thought process going through my head. Oh my God, I can just see this container just going and the sides just busting off it. Anyway, I managed to get the container, get the lid on. The lid looks a bit dodgy. I'll put a photo in here of the lid. And I'm doing the lid up, and I turn around and I said, see, I managed to get them all in there. And the partner goes, yeah, well, that lid looks like it's going to pop off and hit someone in the head because it like bulged up. So they're in there. They're just, the lid's just not very safe, which is why I have stuck the other container on it to hold it down. So I done that one, and then I sorted out in the process of being kitted kits and patterns, and the count that I've got in there is 50. But then I done and I can't show you because it's on the tablet. Then I typed out a list of my fully kitted ones in alphabetical order. In the process of being kitted in alphabetical order, the ones that need cover photos printed off and then put into snap-lock bags which would then go into the in the process of being kitted tub. I done that list, and then I started a list of patterns to buy. I've only got long dog samplers on them ones on that list at the moment, but the count for in the tub was 50, so that is 95 kits altogether that I have either got fully kitted or in the process of being kitted. And I think there's another 20 or 30 on the need cover photos printed out. I don't have a problem at all. No, I don't. I know that is not, that's nothing compared to some like Jen and Alara who have over 300 projects going at the time. But for me, that's a lot. Partner also told me that I need to stop buying because I've got more there than what I'd ever be able to finish. I also said, watch me. So I really either have to learn how to stitch a hell of a lot quicker, or I have to give up work and stitch 18 hours a day to be able to get all these patterns done. And then I keep seeing more patterns. I'm like, oh, I like that one, and oh, I like that one. But anyway, yeah, so that I got them sorted. So I will do a, once I finish this video, I will print off, set the printer up and print off I'll print off the cover photos of these others that need to be done and get them into the box. And then one day, I've got 5 days off at the end of the week because it's Easter. So Thursday's my usual day off, and then I have work is closed for the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I've got 5 days off. So I'm thinking that over that time I will sit down and do a couple of videos. I will just do one video of my fully kitted projects, and then I'll do one video of in the process of being kitted, just to show you what is in my stash. I still haven't done anything about my floss storage yet, but so I was talking about those, sorry, it's going to be loud crinkles. So I was talking about those little hooks, and this is them. They are only tiny, probably a little bit smaller than what I thought they were going to be, but that's all right, because all I really want them to do is just pretend that this emery board is the metal part of the file. You know, your file folders that go into your filing cabinet. Just pretend that that's that for the moment. All I want to do with these, and they are quite tight, so they're going to snap on there pretty well. All I want to do is that. Alright. And I will print off a tag, a little sticky tag with the number that goes on there. And then you'll do your closest and smallest. And then all I want to do is, so there will be the individual numbers on there, so like starting from 0, 1. And then all I want to be able to do is with my floss drops, or when I am done with them, hang it on like that. So I've got them in the file cabinet like that. that because each of my projects is individually kitted with their own floss. And so I have, when I'm finished a project, I have multiples of these. So then all I do is go and hang it on there, and I can have the multiples all hanging on the one. Like that. And then when I'm getting ready to kit up, I can just go along and I can just take off one floss drop and put it on the ring for that kit. It goes on that side. Don't get them out of order. So then I can just put it on that kit, and then I know, and then I can, and whatever's not on these, I will just then go and take it out of what I've kitted up. That is my idea. So, and they are, as I said, like, that's not coming off without a great tug. So they are going to be strong enough, and they do, these little hooks do move. They are going to be strong enough to hold a few floss drops. So I've got 2 big packets of those from Temu. I think that is, I think they said there's 200 to a pack, so that is 400 little clips, which I know we've got, what, 480, sorry, noise, should have done that, should have waited. I know there's, what, 485, 87 colours in DMC. So I'm trying to do this with the least amount of noise as possible. Go down there, you noisy thing. So 400 there. I might just have to buy another pack down the track when I eventually get around to sorting out my floss storage, but I am in the process of doing that. I'll probably, what I might, because I bought the file folders, and what I'm just going to do is, of course they're double, the metal's double, and I don't know if one single of the metal is going to be strong enough, so I'm just going to glue them together. And once they're glued together, I'm just going to cut the cardboard off, and that's not going to go to waste because I will cut the cardboard into little bits and use them as floss drops. So I think what I'll do is I'll just get around to doing all that and have that all set up, have them already clipped on with the numbers on there. So then when I get around to clearing out the file cabinet, that's what I was looking for. When I get around to cleaning out the file cabinet, they're already there and I can just put them all in. So that is in the process. Once I eventually get that done, I will do a really quick video and show you that system as well. Fingers crossed that it's going to work. I'm hoping that it is, because I had a look at the pip and chip rulers, and they have now gone up to $180 Australian. So yeah, they just keep getting dearer. I know everything's getting dearer, and the Australian currency is worth crap. So to American or US, to US, any other currency, Australian money is not worth anything. So we're usually paying double. I know for for the UK, if it's like £12, we're paying $25. So, all right, that is that. Let's just get into drawing my 7 projects for the next 2 weeks. which I am hoping I'm going to get some really good stitching in over the 5 days that I'm off for Easter. Hoping. Unless we decide to go somewhere. Alright. Sorry if that noise is annoying, but I'm trying to get these mixed up a little bit so I'm not pulling the same ones as last week. Alright, here we go. A Year in the Woods series. So I am nearly finished with I'm just going to write these down. So I'm nearly finished with the reindeer. So I am thinking, because I now have a subscription to Markup, I am thinking that I am going to try to scan the next pattern. I've got them all printed off as paper pattern, like a working copy of the a working copy of the paper pattern. Try saying that 5 times really quickly. I've got them all printed off as a working copy, but I am thinking that if I can scan them again and see if I can get them into Markup RXP, and that way I might be able to, I know I won't be able to search for the symbols, or can you search for the symbols on a scanned pattern on Markup? I haven't played around with it enough to know these things, so if you can, please let me know. But I'm just hoping, I was going to attempt it in Pattern Keeper, but because you got to fiddle around. If you don't have a perfect scan and all that sort of rigmarole with Pattern Keeper, it does not work whatsoever. You have hell's own trouble doing it. So that's why I was going to attempt it with Markup. So please let me know if you can search for symbols. If not, it doesn't matter, because I just want to use it like a paper pattern, but on the app. So second one is Spirit Guides. So that is one that I just worked on in the last 2 weeks. So depending on what else I pull out, I will probably leave this one to the end of the fortnight to work on. Mix these little things around. And we have the Modern Folk Embroidery Sale. Oops. I left a clip out. Put that over there so I don't sit on it later. We've got Farm Animals, another one that I worked on in the last fortnight. That one's so cute and so easy that I'll probably work on that at the start of the fortnight rather than at the end. But then depends on how many smalls to how many full coverages that I pull out. I try to mix them up, try to do a full coverage, then a small, then another full coverage. Shaped Wolf. That is another one that I just worked on. And how many was that I pulled out? 5. Alright. Come on. Please be something that I didn't work on in the last fortnight. Horse portrait. One more? Yeah, one more. Waterhole Masters. Alright. So, now let me just quickly get these cover photos for you so we can quickly show you what everything is. A Year in the Woods I don't have. I will put a picture in. I am currently working on the reindeer, as I said. I'm nearly done him, so I'll probably be able to move on to the next one, which is the one down to the beaver. I can't remember what's under the reindeer. Alright. Sorry guys, it won't be a moment. That's one. That's one. Oop, that's one. That's one. And that one. Alright. Shove those back in there. I've got to stay organised. So, the 7 that we will be working on is A Year in the Woods, Spirit Guides, which you just seen, Modern Folk Embroidery, No Time Like the Present, the sale for 2024, Farm Animals again, Shaped Wolf again, the Horse Portrait, and Waterhole Masters. So they are the 7 that I will be working on, and I will decide later how many. 1, 2, 3. So I've got 3 large full coverages, and what have I got on? Nothing. Got 5 days off this week. And then I don't think there's anything in the next. Got them written in here. No, and then there's nothing on the following fortnight either. So that'll be our following weekend either. So I should have all 14 days to work on them. So I will go and I will figure out days to work on them later, because that's what I have been doing. As I said, I'll show you this. I write them down and then I just go along and bloody hell. Let me get in here closer. As you can see, these ones are crossed out because I worked on those. So on my last Flosstube, I started with, what one did I start with? This one, Farm Animals, which was Monday, Tuesday. And then I went to Shaped Wolf, which was Wednesday, Thursday. Then this one, Sea Turtles, was Friday, Saturday. Wolves was Sunday, Monday. Tiger Lily was Tuesday, Wednesday. Spirit Guides Thursday, Friday, and the Happy Mood Point was Saturday, Sunday. So I just go and I figure out my days like that, so I know what days I'm going to work on them. And yeah, so that's that. All right, I've done all that stuff that was required. All right, so I did mention at the start of the video to look out for that little bunny rabbit that would pop up in the video here and there. So what I want you to do now, this is part of the giveaway. This is to do with the giveaway. I am going to get around to doing my 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 subs giveaway. Now, what I'm going to do, Artisy is having one of their twice yearly sales start on the 30th of March. So that is on Friday. Is it Friday? And it runs for 6 weeks. 6 weeks? 4 weeks. It runs for a while. I'm sure she said it starts on the 30th, or did it start a couple of weeks ago? Maybe it started on the 15th. Anyway, it runs for 6 weeks, so it runs till the end of April. So what I am going to do is I am going to give away 5, yes, you heard correctly, 5 charts of your choice. It can be a large, it can be a regular, it can be a mini, whatever chart you like, I will buy it for you. So there will be 5 winners. If you don't, I can just organize the gift card for you, and that way you can just use it for whatever you like and whenever you want. Because you don't have to use it in this sale. You can use it, there'll be another sale at the end of the year around about October, November. You can use it then. So that is what the prize will be. A chart of your choice from Artisy. And there will be 5 of you to win it. Now, what I want you to do is, in the comments, tell me how many times that bunny appeared in this video. Not including the first one when I said keep an eye out for him. Do not include that one. Do not include that one in your total. Now, he will appear several times in the video, and I want you to comment. If you want to be in the giveaway, comment how many times he appeared. Now, he will only appear from at the end of the intro to the before my outro begins. He won't appear in the video, the photos and stuff at the end. He'll only appear in that time period from when I told you to keep an eye out from then to when I finish. So that's all you have to do is tell me how many times that rabbit appeared in the video to be in the running to win one of 5 charts from Artisy. Now, I would like you to be a subscriber. That would be nice, as this is a giveaway to celebrate getting to 1,000 subscribers. That a couple of months, a month or so ago, whenever it was. And to show my appreciation to you guys for watching me and subscribing to me. So please, that's all I really ask, is to be a subscriber. Don't use any of the words that the bots and the scammers pick up on. So don't use freebie, giveaway, prize, any of that sort of stuff. I'm going to have to be a little bit creative in my title for this video, so people know to watch it for the giveaway, but not without actually using the words giveaway, prize and all that sort of stuff, because I also troll titles for those words. But yes, that's all you have to do, is watch this video from start to finish and count how many times that little bunny appears, and write it in the comments. I will draw the winners on my next video, which will be, what's the date today? 25th. Which will be the 8th of April is when I will draw those winners. So that gives you 2 weeks to enter. And that'll give you, and as soon as I have your information, I think I really only need your email, possibly, to give you a gift card. I will have to ask Tarina about that, but I'm pretty sure you will need to have an account with Artisy, so I can put that gift card money on. Or you can just tell me what pattern you want, and then I will pay for it and Tarina will send it through to you. So we will work that out. Once I draw the winners, we'll work the logistics out on how we're going to do that, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a pattern for 5 people as my thank you for me reaching 1,000 subs. All right, guys, so that is the end of my stitching talk. If you're only here for that, thank you very much. You're quite welcome to leave now, but I will tell you that there's probably going to be a bunny or something pop up. So if you want to be in that giveaway, you're going to have to keep watching. So I really don't have much personal life updates. As I said, I did get sick. I did get a change of season cold. Still getting over it. Still a little bit coughy. Get that tickle in your throat, and you know you're just going to have a coughing fit. But yeah, work's been work, same as usual, you know. Busy. We've been very busy not even in April yet. What are you talking about, woman? We've been very busy in March. We've had back-to-back weddings for 3 weekends in a row, and we've had high teas, kids' birthday parties, you name it, we've catered for it. Which is good because it still means I'm in a job. And the partner and I have gone bushwalking a few times. I will put some photos in at the end of the areas that we've gone to in the last couple of weeks. One of the area that we went to, absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why we've never been there before. It's only an hour away from where we live, which is nothing of a drive here in Australia. So probably about 80, 90 kilometres, 100 k's away. So where we went, it was absolutely gorgeous. The first day we went there, sun was out, just lovely weather. We done a few of the smaller tracks, then we went down and done another track, and it is a big koala area. And we got to see, we were lucky enough to see a koala. He was up in the tree, sound asleep. I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, I keep saying he. He was up in the tree, sound asleep, and I grunted at him, and he woke up and turned around and looked at me like, what are you doing? And then he sat there and scratched himself and carried on, and then he must have been hungry, so of course he climbed up to the top of the tree. So I've got a couple of photos of him, and I've got a couple of videos of him moving around. So cute. They're so cute. They look so cuddly, but they're not cuddly, trust me. And yeah, it was just a really good walk. So I will put some pictures and stuff in, put them pictures and a couple of videos in of that koala and some of the spots on the walks, and that are really good. It's just good to get out and get out in nature. I love it. I just, yeah, just love it. Love the areas. And then the next, last Thursday, we went back to the same place, but it was cold and wet and windy. It was raining, drizzling. We still went for a bit of a walk. The path that I chose was a little bit hectic. I thought I'd nearly killed us both because it was a hill like that to walk up. Or walking up a hill like this, and it wasn't just 2 steps up this hill. You were busting your ass to get up that. It was, yeah, and we got to the top of the hill and it went down like that. So I went down it and walked along the flat a little bit, and then we reached another hill that was even steeper than the first one. So we went, oh yeah, radio, went up that one, or went down the other side, and that was the whole track. It was just like up and down and up and down. It's like a roller coaster, but we had to walk it. I think we'd done about 3 hills like that, and I got to the 4th one and I was like, you know, I ain't doing any more of this, because we got to go all the way back, and like where we're walking, we got to turn around and do this on the way back. So we turned around and 3 times again to get back to the car park. And as I said, it was a bit wet and a bit drizzly and stuff like that, a bit windy because we were up on the headland just near the ocean. So we done the little walk where we seen the koala the previous week. Didn't see any koalas this time, but we sat down on the headland and had our lunch and stuff, and then walked back to the car and drove home. It was still a nice day. It was just a bit cold and wet. That's all. But yeah, we've been trying to get out every week to do a little bit of bushwalking, just to get us out of the house and get us a little bit fit. And that's usually obviously on one of my days off. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing, and it's been really good to do that. We've seen goannas, we've seen snakes, we've seen koalas and kangaroos and all that. Every time we come across one of the waterways and the streams, the partner's always like, oh look, there's a platypus. And I'm like, yeah, no, there's not, because the water's like this deep, and the platypus is not going to be in the water that deep. The day that there is an actual platypus, I'm not going to believe him, because it's like the boy who cried wolf. But yeah, so that's what we've been doing, and it's been fun. So whenever I do that, I will put some photos and videos in, just to show you the areas and stuff like that. But that's about it, guys. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, sticking around. It is nearly 1 hour and 15 minutes, this video. And then by the time I put photos and videos in, it'll probably be nearly 1 hour and 20 minutes. So yes, thank you very much for sticking around. As I said, if you want to be in for that giveaway, watch this video from start to finish, count those bunnies and put it in the comments how many times it appeared. All right, guys, I will leave you at that. I will see you on the 8th of April when I film my next update. I will pull my finger out and try to get that last flip through of the Emma Condon book up next Monday. I'll try to do that. I'll remember to do that. Every time I remember, I'm like, it takes so long to not so much edit, but when I edit it, then it has to convert and save, so that takes forever, and it's not so much the uploading either, it's just the converting and saving it from the editing program. But I'll try to get that up as well on Monday, and then I will do a couple of videos over the Easter weekend of my kitted projects and in the process of being kitted projects, and space those out and get them up over the next few weeks or months. So yes, guys, if you celebrate Easter, please have a good time and enjoy it with your family or friends. If you don't celebrate, well, just have a couple of good days. Yeah. All right, guys, I will leave it as that and stop going off on tangents and squirreling away in my little brain here. So until next time, wherever you are in the world, please take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.